Welcome back to Adobe Live. My name is... Oh dear, I have the wrong name. Oh no! So, my name is Coco Lom, and next to me we have Tony Harmer.
Oh my God.
I will fix that in a moment. So, we are actually joined by my new best friend. It's Marta Veludo. She's a graphic designer. And Marta, while I fix the name, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself and what you would like to talk about today?
Hi, hello. My name is Marta, and not that one on bottom, yeah. And I'm a graphic designer. I'm based in Amsterdam, and I'm here, and I'm going to talk about how the process of how to design patterns. Specifically, I will show how I achieve a pattern, a scarf design for a soccer team, a women's soccer team. So yeah, I
That
hope
sounds
you
really fun. I can't wait. So first, I've seen. Hang on, 1 second before we actually dive right in. Let's take a look at the chat because, as always, everybody should join us on Behance. That is behance.net/Adobe Live. That is where the conversation is taking place. So come on over to Behance. The link is right there. Join the chat and say hi to everybody who is in there already. I can see. Let me just replace that and... Oh, now we have the right names. In the chat, joining us, Kirsty and Stuart and Jackie and Wasim and Sean and Sandrine and Oliver and Leila and Noor and Gareth and everybody is joining us today.
Hi.
All the
Hi there.
regulars. Steve, are you in there somewhere? Steve Kosoboom. I can't see you there. Usually he joins us from New Zealand. It's like 11 p.m. for him. Amazing, joining us every day.
Okay.
But Marta, where are you joining us from today?
I'm joining from Amsterdam.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a really global audience today. Everybody's tuning from all over the place. So chat, let us know, where are you joining us from? Perhaps we can get all 5 continents. That would be amazing. All right, but back to you, Marta. You would like to show us a couple of amazing projects from your work and also do a live demo at the end. So I want to introduce a bit what I do and my projects so far. I've selected a few, and I don't want to take a lot of time on it, but I want for you to see it. So no, take all the time you need. We have an hour today, and if we don't finish it within an hour, you have to come back. Too bad. Oh no, I don't know what we can do. But let's jump over to the screen so we can actually see what is going on.
Okay. Here.
There
this is So it's me. It's Marta Veludo. But for I think about 2 years, I've changed it to Marta Veludo Studio because I've been working with a lot of freelancers and collaborate with a lot of people, and I think it's something that I want to keep on doing, and maybe one day grow a bigger team. So I think it makes sense. It's not only me, but it's like a lot of people together making beautiful things. So this is me, Marta. I'm a designer. I do my work. It's definitely very playful, and I truly believe that it's an essential ingredient for a good design, because a lot of things, but basically because the play and being playfulness can really connect to the audience, and you really relate to it. A lot of people, I think almost everybody, relates to the play. I'm a shapeshifter. I mean, I do work with a lot of shapes and geometric, non-geometric, and it's it's always there in my work, and I'm a beer lover. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, and me and Clemence, she's working with me, and we are developing a new beer, like a beer brand art project. So we are crafting our beer. So this is a love project. Yeah. Color addict. Yeah, I'm definitely color addict. I think it's the first thing that I choose before any design, any typeface, any shape, anything. I have to feel comfortable. I have to feel this would be the right color combinations, or the ones that are more relevant to the project, and then I can start designing. And
but does that mean if you pick your colors first, does that mean that the color palette doesn't change throughout the process? Or?
No, it changed because of course there is clients and there is there is always changes, but this is something that it's the first thing that comes to my mind, and the work itself, maybe and. Yeah, but it's flexible. It has to be. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And like you said, if the client comes in and says, "Ooh, we don't like that," then you have to change.
We don't like that, or this doesn't fit. Yeah. I mean, I always try to make a good defense about it. But colors are actually, it's very difficult to justify. People tend all to be very personal about it. But then that's why there is a brand strategy behind, and that's why there is a mood boards, and there is
I mean, at the end of the day, they're hiring you because hopefully they like your work and they would like to have your opinion on that topic. So I think you have some leverage. Even though I know that some clients, it can be like a reality asylum because everybody is weighing in with their opinion, and it can be
exactly. I'm trying to run away from those clients, but you never know, like
I know it when I see it.
You know it? Yeah.
That's a classic client.
A classic client.
I'm not sure what I want, but I know it when I see it.
True. Yeah, exactly. And then you present like 1,000 options. None of them. Or like the first you presented. Yeah, that will be. Yeah.
But how many options do you present? Do you have more than one option, or do you just present your best work?
No, I normally present one or two directions. Sometimes three if the brief is very wide. So but one or two, definitely. Otherwise it can go a bit mad.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my Since 2014, I've been running Marta Veludo Studio. Well, it was not studio, but it was only me. But now it's studio, multidisciplinary studio based in Amsterdam. From concept to final product, we develop brand and brand worlds for cultural and commercial clients in the both of digital realm and 3D space. So So this is a project that I've worked for 2 years. Very intensive 2 years. It's Soda. It's a Gen Z makeup line. It's Gen Z from 15 until 23, about 30 years old, and it's all about be kind to yourself and express yourself, and very pastel and very soft colors, but with some funky copy, and and I've worked with a lot of people around, like from brand strategists, from photographers, from copywriters, and we worked for 2 years building everything from the scratch. And I worked in packaging design, brand book illustration. We worked in their social media channels for 1 year. So producing all the contents. Yeah, it was fun. um, and easy in a way because it's very much within in my style. So I didn't have to force anything. I didn't have to go crazy to create new stuff. And yeah, and yeah. Then I've worked for Google. I designed it's not here, but I've designed the Philippines name for Google NBU with with inspiration from iconic places and iconic objects from Philippines. Yeah. And
the chat is, by the way, they're loving it. They're saying about that soda project. I like this color, ice cream colors. Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys.
And I totally agree. And yes, of course. By the way, before we continue, since they are mentioning it in the chat, yes, no streams next week apart from Max. So this will be exactly. No, next week we will have a special schedule, but we will talk about that at the end of the stream. So for now, back to you.
Okay, so yeah, this was a bit too realistic for what I'm used to do. It was pretty fun. I had to inspire myself in photographies and in nature and architecture, textile, and everything from Philippines. And I had to draw each letter of Philippines. Yeah. With these illustrations. This is crumbs. This is granola, Portuguese granola made without sugar and only seeds. And this is we did all the branding and the sets and some social media content. And
And how much of this shot is actually real and how much is rendered? Is it all real or is it all digital?
All digital.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the client got impressed. Yeah.
And so, of course, sometimes you just don't have the time to build a proper set with the lighting and all the materials, and you can't print the design on that
exactly.
bag.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a low budget client, so it's
Can
of course they want to make some stuff happen, but sometimes the budgets they don't allow. So we have to create some. Other solutions. I mean, it's not good or bad. It is what it is, and you have to solve
that. Can I ask how you created this shot? Did you use a 3D app for that?
It's Blender.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Have you tried Adobe Dimension?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes, I
think this dimension could be a super easy way for other people, perhaps. To recreate similar scenes like this. But of course, Blender. Yeah, great.
Blender,
Right, and the chat is, they're saying for some reason, hooray! Apparently they like the design.
Okay.
So, amazing.
Next. The other one is Cult Beauty. They are like a big online retailer of makeup. They sell all the brands in the world. And they had a campaign for their birthday, I think 10 years birthday, and they asked me to design some patterns, and this is it's just campaign illustrations, and it's a bit about celebrating the born. Like, can I show? Is the mouth? Does it correct?
Yes,
can you see the mouth?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Here's like the it's mostly the sunrise, like the being born and being, and celebrate that fact that you are here. Yeah. Next one, this is Ziget Festival. It was a pitch. It didn't come out, so I didn't won the pitch. But I mean, it was a lot of work, and I'm proud of it. So yeah, it's good to show that. Yeah, sometimes things that we do and we create, they don't go out, and yeah, that's fine. We don't always win. And yeah, it's a huge music festival, and this one, it was about like the nation. So we created like a nation, and with emotions and icons and every and some values within the festival, like freedom, self-caring, love for nature. So, and we had different icons representing that, and it was about like we had like a passport, and we created like a language, like a special language for yeah, like we had flags, and like what a nation it is, like it's language, it's culture, it's symbols, right? Because every nation has symbols. So we grabbed that, and yeah, that was the concept of the festival.
I mean, that is amazing. Just going beyond what's just the visual design, and also with the language. Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, that's going all the way in.
Yeah, but yeah, it didn't go through. I think the festival didn't happen as well this year.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the designer. Yeah, like the Olympic Games in Tokyo, like the logo, it's amazing. It's so good, and like, oh no, what a
Perhaps
waste.
we can just use it for the next one. Just pretend it's still 20.
Yeah. And this is Red's Not Bad Makeup. It's almost coming out. And yeah, this is a bit of the identity. And
not bad.
Yeah, Red, not bad. And yeah, again, it's a makeup product brand, and it starts from the scratch, from naming, brand strategy, brand design, packaging, brand book. Yeah, it's coming soon, so you will see it soon in my Behance, or yeah, probably in December, hopefully. Yeah.
And if you want to follow Marta on Behance, go above the chat. There is an info tab. So you can click that and you will see Marta's Behance. You can click on the follow if you want to follow. Let me do that right now. There we go. And check out her work on her Behance, of course, after the stream, because we are still here. So what's this project? What is this all about?
So this is Curvo. This is on an investment app for millennials. So basically, the idea is that we don't know a lot about money and investment, and it's a bit scary, actually. Like you don't want to go to the bank because you are afraid that, like it doesn't sound good. And then when you read online, it's everything very complicated and odd terms, and yeah. And these guys, they want to make it easier for us, and they are launching soon, and and this is the identity. So something in between. My inspiration was a bit nightclubs, but like identities from nightclubs. But of course, you still have to create some trust, because it's still money that you are investing. It's still your money. And this is Patterns for ASICS, a campaign. It was about a tennis campaign, and still curious, you can go to my website, or you can check my Behance, whatever fits you better.
And I will post that link in the chat. There we go. Perfect. And just before we continue, I saw that you're using this very unique font all over your website, which is, I think it's this one you're showing right now.
This one, Still Curious, it's Adio.
how did you come across this one? Have you found it and liked it? Or is there a story behind that?
Yes, it's a type foundry that I really liked. And I was doing my own identity, and this one, I really liked it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And everything is made with this one, presentations and like these presentations and client presentations. And actually this client, he liked it so bad, this font, that he wanted using the brand identity. I was like, I really like, but this is my identity font, like this is my friend. I was like, oh, but it's so cool. And actually it really fits the brand, so it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, you see that often, that specific brands have their own fonts. For example, Adobe has their own font for their apps, and they only use it for Adobe. Nobody else can have this font. And perhaps this can also help you with your personal branding, because if they see this font, from now on, if I see this font, I just have to think of you and your work. So if you find a cool font that represents you and your work, it could really benefit you and your presentations.
Yeah, true. Better would be have a type designer design my own font.
Have your own font.
Yeah, okay. Maybe later, in a few years.
how much time and it would take ages, but that would be so cool. Have your own font. I mean, there are plugins out there that can help you achieve that goal very easily, but of course you still have to have a great design. So now that we've looked through your projects, should we hop on over to the apps?
Yes, definitely.
All right, perfect.
So I just want to explain a bit what is my plan today. So I've designed. It's a self-made project. I think it's very important for people to have those, besides working for clients and have commercial projects or whatever. I think it's nice that you give some time to explore and to think what you want to create and be crazy and I don't know, or I always wanted to do this and that. Just do it, I mean. Save a bit of your time too, because everything that you learn from there, maybe in the next project you have, you can apply the skills that you learn from your own little self-initiated projects. So it's a women football squad uniform. I've played football when I was in high school. I played in a team, and then I quit, and then I played a bit with friends in the park, but nothing serious. And
but football, as in like soccer football, not American football. Okay, just making sure because we have an international audience, so soccer football. Yeah.
So soccer football. Yes, exactly. And exactly.
Football.
I have my friend here is explaining and I always find like the uniforms very boring, and especially I don't know, it's so important because you are in the field, you have to pop a bit out of while you're playing. Actually, now the referees, they have like a really pink magenta t-shirt, which is amazing. It has a really high contrast with the green of the field. And so I thought, okay, let's do funky and nice outfits. Yeah, so I call it the team. So there's no
very creative, amazingly creative. Wow.
Yeah, true, right? Like sometimes you just need to be simple. This is I create like a really funky pattern with green dots popping from one place to another just to confuse the other players. And
Some dazzle camouflage.
exactly. And and of course, all the fans, they should have a scarf. And then you have like socks for the football players or for the fans. And and this is how it looks like. The scoreboard, of course, because I will have to design. If I play in this team, I will have to design the scoreboard, obviously. And this is the pattern itself, how it is. So I would like to show. I work a lot with patterns. It's something that comes often in the designs, and I want to show you how I start. What is the process? And let's start. Excited?
And of course, the chat, as always, now they're talking about how football is the only correct name for that sport. Not soccer.
Oh, not soccer. No. Because soccer is American, right?
Yes, it is.
And
but we have some Americans joining us. And of course, the replays, which you can watch at any time. Lots of our audience comes from all over the world. So.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you what do you have prepared before we dive into that?
Okay. So I prepared a bit of how I work, and that will be like starting from inspiration. So I collected a few examples, and I want to go through with, and then and then I will just open the file in Illustrator, because normally is where I work most. And and go from there. And then awesome. I will do a mock-up and with the final results. It's pretty heavy. Yeah, here you go. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is just a normal image, and you can then overlay your design over that scarf.
It's a mock-up image.
Oh, it's a mock-up.
So
okay.
So it's prepared to insert your design.
Oh, it's a TIFF, a layout file. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Aha. Now it all makes sense. Technically, you could use just a normal image and use some fancy Photoshop tips and tricks to bring in your own design. But of course, if you have a finished mock-up, well, that makes it much easier.
Yeah, it makes faster.
And that's exactly what you want when you're working with a client and you have a deadline. You want to have fast, easy files that you don't have to mess about for ages.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Or clean the image, or
right.
Yeah. And
if you have the time, of course, great. Why don't you take your own photo? Take a scarf, take a photo, create your own mock-up. But if you don't have the time, all right.
Yeah.
So you have a mock-up, you have your design, and.
Okay, so I will open the file. This is the. You will see how I work. I don't know if it's the best way of working. It's just the way I do it. It's very messy. It's very messy.
No right way to work.
Yeah, this is a very clean file. I've cleaned it, but let's open a new one. No?
This is Adobe Illustrator on the desktop version 2020. And I say this because in a couple of days, on Tuesday, maybe, who knows, we will get the new version of Illustrator. So like I said at the beginning of the stream, next week our schedule will be different than you may be used to this week, because Max is coming up. So we will not be live on Monday, Tuesday and Friday, I think. Hang on, I can check that. 1 second.
Okay.
We will be live
Opening.
on Wednesday and Thursday. Yes, there we go. So Wednesday, Thursday, this will be our max chats. So I think, I'm not sure if the schedule is already up to date. It should be soon. So at some point, hopefully next week, you should be able to scroll down and you will see the schedule and when we are live. All right.
Okay, somehow the Illustrator is not opening a new
Is it not
page.
opening? Oh no.
No. File
Illustrator,
new.
what are you doing?
No new. I will work on this one. It's
Okay.
fine.
It's okay.
There
We
is
can
a
just
lot of
pretend
space.
it's not there.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll make a new artboard.
And just if you're
And this-
wondering, people in the chat, yesterday, yes, we didn't have a stream because unfortunately one guest cancelled and yeah, it's live. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work out. So yeah, no live yesterday. All right.
All right. Okay, so this is my inspo. Yes, I drop everything here and I look in what I would like to draw. What are the elements that will work
And where do you
great
find
as
this?
a flag? Normally, I have a favorite folder for this called Inspiration. And otherwise would be Pinterest or It's Nice That, Instagram as well, a lot saved posts from designers, or I don't know, it's a bit everywhere. Some of books is too. Sometimes color palettes I do take. If I find something in the street, I take a picture, or the other day. Yeah, exactly. For example, the other day I saw like someone wearing like a really odd color combination that I would not ever thought about it. That would be like magenta or like really fluor pink with caramel color.
Wow, okay.
Which is really, yeah.
I mean, that's a statement.
That's a statement.
As someone who's wearing black shirts exclusively, that's a statement.
Yeah. And it looked really, really nice. So maybe we can just try out and see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And color picking for me, it's like this. It was different. It was a bit.
And of course, these images are just for inspiration. You're not actually using them in the design.
Oh, no. This is only for inspiration. And yeah, okay.
So it's like your virtual mood board next to your work.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, because, for example, I really like the fact that these shapes are like broken like this. Like there is a very strong division, and maybe that is something that as a repetition for a pattern can work really nice. Let's do this one. Yeah. And yeah, and that's something that I actually did here. These are the final patterns for the clothing.
Whoa, spoilers.
Yeah. And yeah, I did in 3 colors, and finally I choose the first one. This is the final one. And yeah, if you can see, there is all elements of like this from the goal. This is like a perspective of a field, you know, like you have when you draw the perspective. And this is like the grass. This is the middle. I don't know the word in English.
The circle in the middle.
In the middle, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. The lines, Oh man, I don't have a lot of English football vocabulary. I see it.
Perhaps we have a football field terminology expert in that chat.
Yeah?
I'm sure we do.
Yeah. But you can see, like, for example, this is very similar, the way that is, the division and the composition. I really like these weird shapes. I don't know if they will work. Like, this is the lines with shapes on top. And yeah, you can see maybe this is a very common shape, actually. I didn't took from here. But
and it's the center circle. That's what it's called.
Center circle, okay. Thank you.
I just Googled football field terminology, and there is a website where they explain every single line.
Okay.
Also, they say the thing on the left, that's the goal. Oh, yes, I know that. Thank you.
The thing on the left?
No, on the football field.
Yeah.
That's a goal. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But thank you for explaining.
And and this flag, I thought, oh, this is really cool because we could have also flags, not the pattern itself, but the idea of a flag, and how this maybe we can dissect a bit of this pattern into a flag. That will be cool too. There are so many possibilities. And this, I'm not sure exactly. Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. Okay. My Illustrator just...
Oh, I thought you were talking to me like, hello, yes, I'm here.
I thought it was the whole computer crashing, but no, it's just the Illustrator.
Oh, we're just talking to Illustrator. Yeah, sometimes you just have to talk to your apps. And you only have a problem if they start talking back to you. Then it's serious.
Oh, it's not working.
The lighting is fine there? No, there's some noise out there, so I'm closing the window. And Marta keeps a lot on her plate while working. Yes, perhaps her computer is a bit overwhelmed by that amazing design, obviously.
Do you think it's a lot? I just have...
I don't know. They just said that in the chat.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just reading chat messages.
Okay.
Chat messages do not reflect my opinion.
I don't know, it's not...
Do you have any other apps open? Perhaps also you can just give it a save and reopen Illustrator. That could also work.
Okay, I think it's back again. Yeah, it's back again, sorry. No, I do not have a lot, just this.
Perhaps Illustrator just has some stage fright because we're doing the live stream.
Yeah. It's just
and yes, the live streaming software actually does take a bit of computer memory, so it could be that.
Okay, understood. Okay, so, and I was pointing to this picture. I like the way the pattern is multiplying, but I'm not specifically sure if this is for the here. But, well, I mean, you can just put this away. And this is like, gradients. I definitely want to use gradients. Just inspiration for it. Okay, let's go.
And just as a reminder, you have about 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Time is flying.
Yeah, I don't think I can make a new pattern out of it.
We can add a bit of time at the end, about 10 minutes. So technically you have 30 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so I will just, I think I will then show this. This
Here's what we prepared earlier.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
A cooking show.
Yeah. I was planning to design, but I'm not so fast.
Right.
Yeah, okay. But I do actually want to maybe... What do you think about the colors, guys, that you are there?
Yeah, let us know in the chat. Perhaps we can tweak the colors because, as you probably know, there's a great tool in Illustrator called Recolor Artwork. Have you used that before?
No.
Oh my god.
I do everything like this.
I think we can show you something cool.
Okay, that would be nice.
So chat, let us know what your favorite colors are and perhaps we can have some fun. Let's see about that. But you keep on working.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I will scan the chat.
I will reduce the amount of colors because sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming. And I mean, while designing, just pay attention to the balance of each one. And I think it's important to keep the green, but we can take it out, this blue.
We need a toned down orange with that pink, they say. I think that's almost a toned down orange.
You mean like
lime green, they say.
This is lime green, no?
Is it? Oh,
it's
okay.
A bit too
It's very bright.
It's very bright. Yeah.
Green. Teal.
Okay. Yeah, you're
Puce. I think that's a dark red, isn't it? Puce. No, these fancy colors. Give me easy colors.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
But before you recolor that manually,
I like lime green.
Before you do that manually, why don't you just select everything that you want to change?
Okay.
I think you just click and drag to select all that.
Okay, but maybe it has to be both lines and fill, or
no, you can. I think you
anything
can
that I want to change. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I think you can also just drag over everything and select everything. I don't think you need to select the elements individually.
Okay. Now it's done. I just want to change this.
Go to Edit at the top.
Edit.
And then Edit Colors in this middle and Recolor Artwork. There we go. And now you will see all the colors that are selected, and you can change those colors in that dialog.
And everything would be changed.
And everything that is this color would be changed. You can also assign presets on the right. And I think you can also say under Edit, if you, above that green thing, Edit, that one. There, you can drag the colors around, and hopefully that should, if we did everything right, that should change. Does it change? I can't see. Can you move that?
No, it's not changing. Oh yeah, it's changing. Yeah, I see the lines there changing.
The lines.
Oh, the lines. Yeah, very soft. Oh, okay. Oh, this is pretty handy.
And of course, now imagine that you have selected all the colors, and all of those colors would then show up in that color dialog. So this is a really easy way to recolor your artwork. And perhaps, who knows, maybe at Max, there will be some cool additions to that tool. Who knows?
Okay.
So this is a super easy
nice,
way.
And then you can see, super easy way to, okay.
There we go.
Okay.
But I think that green is
nice.
Perfect. It's a really light green. And purple is purple, they say. Okay.
Okay. Let me just change this. Maybe I just have to get used to.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. So then I will try to open the mock-up. I want a scarf.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually then make your own. You can order online just one scarf, this kind of football club scarves.
Oh, so they will print that for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Well, it's not printing, it's like weaving.
Right, but they will make it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. And you can do just one, or two or 50, whatever.
Or 100. 1,000.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, so it's verifying Adobe Photoshop.
It's just thinking really hard. Do I really want to open Photoshop today? Yeah, I have to think about that. Like, is that design good enough? Oh, no. All right,
and then, of course, while you're like, if you are not certain about the colors and everything, you can always create different palettes and see what it tests. And
if you're using smart objects, you can also link that file in Photoshop. So when you make changes in Illustrator, it will reflect that in Photoshop.
Exactly.
So no need to export anything. So great. And yes, the chat is excited about the new features and updates. I wish I could tell you more about that, but I can't. So you just have to wait for Tuesday and watch the keynote.
Just a moment.
Why does Marta use the color swatches against that black?
Oh yes, because in the identity there is black too. So it's a color of the. It's a color of the identity too.
So you want to make sure how those colors look next to black.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Of course, the amount is not the same, so should be something like this. This is more realistic because the percentage of black is less. Yeah.
And that makes difference, does it?
Actually, you guys are right, because if you do something like this, you can see that the black is not so strong. So maybe something like this.
Just to answer a question in the chat, John, no, there's a difference between pre-release and beta. Betas are public, pre-releases are private, and you have to apply for them. So, yeah, that's a difference. All right. And I see you have the mock-up for the scarf. There we go. Has Photoshop finally decided to open? Or should we do an Illustrator? I think we could try that in Illustrator. Not sure if that would work.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that would give the right feeling, but yeah, if it's taking too long. It's a pretty heavy mock-up.
There's a company in Scotland that can make book scarves, same as tartans, but with your own design. Ooh, that's nice. So you can have a custom pattern. But for 1 second, speaking of patterns, these patterns you created, they are not meant to be repeated a lot. This is really just one pattern wrapping around, because there's a difference between seamless patterns, like a texture.
Exactly.
And of course this pattern. So this pattern, if I understand correctly, is not made to be scaled down and then repeated.
No.
Have you ever tried that? Making a pattern like that? Which can
yes, I can show you. Yeah. Definitely. I use it a lot of times too. But yeah, you're right. It's a very heavy.
I think your computer is a bit too excited there and can't decide which app you would like to open first.
My God.
But that's okay. Sometimes things happen like that, and normally it works. This is always demonstration effect. If we have to show it live, it never works. And I had the same issue with my streams. When you try it the day before, it works perfectly, but then once you're live, Photoshop is just nope, not today. Ooh,
no, there we go. Not working. Yeah, well, it's not ideal.
Huge file.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not ideal. Yeah.
Is it a layered file in Illustrator? I've never tried that, so I don't know. If not, well, then it wouldn't really work.
Yeah, it will not really work like this. But yeah, I'm really sorry, guys. But you can see the one that it was made.
Yes, let's take a look at the finished. Yeah. Because since it's a mock-up, it would be really just drag and dropping the patterns into the mockup, and it will
Yeah,
look exactly like this.
Oh, it was a thief, so.
Okay. Oh.
I will just drag and drop this one.
Oh yeah, that could work. But I also see that you have used that pattern in the presentation because I'm sure, as everybody knows, just doing the work isn't enough. You also have to present it well. So are those images on your Behance, would you use them to present that to the client in a similar way? Or how do you present your work to the client?
Yes, I would present like this. But I think, yeah, sometimes this is very specific because the client is me. But yeah, I do have an extra effort when I put the work online. So presentation-wise, I think I would get an extra layer when putting everything in the portfolio. Yeah. That's what you were asking, right?
Yes, because if you're uploading to social media, and Behance is essentially a social media website, in that case, well, you are advertising your own work. So, of course, it should look great. If you make logos, if you work on logos, and if you just do one project and call it Logo Folio and just plop logo after logo after logo, well, yeah. But if you ask me, that there's potential for more presentation in that case. So why did you make that logo like this? What was the thought process? Show us your process. Show how you work. And I guess you also show your process in your Behance projects, or do you just show the finished files? What's your preference there?
I do show like the finishing, not a lot of process, but I mean.
Well, sometimes you just can't show
sometimes
the process.
Yeah, exactly. And I understand that people want to see the process, but I don't know, I like more to show like the many possibilities of the final product.
And yes, sometimes
if the
client says no, you can't really show the process. If it's a big client, they sometimes say no, you can't. Or sometimes you can't show the project at all. Depends on your contract, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So this is like the pattern option, like the repetition. So here you can play a lot. You can play the distance, you can play the height of the pattern. You can create really crazy shapes and patterns only from 3 lines, there are so many possibilities here. Yeah,
absolutely. And you can't even recognize the original pattern with some of them, the original lines.
Exactly. See, it seems like a completely different thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this could be, I guess, also a process or a point where you can start. So create a simple design and play with the pattern, see what works, see what doesn't. And perhaps you will find something that can inspire you to create more patterns. So
then you need to select, and you can change everything here too. So it's pretty nice.
Oh, and of course, it reflects all the instances of that main design. That's great.
And then
where's that filter again? Is it just repeat? Where did you find that? Somebody's asking in the chat.
It's in the swatch here.
Okay.
It's a swatch. And then if you want to make, I like this, but this cross doesn't work. So I would just repeat. This is how I do it. I don't know. And then I will click in one of it. And then I will, I don't like this line, it's too thick. And it's crossed, so it has to have a bit more of distance. Maybe this is a bit too much. Yeah, here. Okay, this is fine. Done. And then you have this one, this one. Yeah, here's the pattern. Yeah, and this saves a lot of time.
Super
You don't
groovy.
need to. Yeah. Yeah. So sorry, guys, about the
No, it's fine.
mock-up.
It's
It
fine.
doesn't work.
Things happen. And this
Yeah.
is just another reason to invite you back. So then you have to show it.
Yeah, but see, now we have a new. Oh,
And they really like that. They're saying, wow, I didn't know that existed in Photoshop, in Illustrator.
the pattern thing, right? Yeah. And then you can, yeah, or you can like transform like this, or okay, you want to put it this size, then you have to click again here, and then adjust to the box. Yeah.
Right. Well, it is about time for us to close the stream. So if you want to make any more edits to this pattern, you have just a couple of seconds left. So final touches. Do it now.
Yay. I'll add some dots.
And then we will say goodbye in a moment.
Okay. Oh, just one more.
Go, Marta.
Go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Speed design.
It's speed design. Yeah. Okay. This is here.
Fantastic.
This is here. You can do the dots as a pattern too, but this I would like to make it more fluid. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then I can make. I do this. I do a group, and I do a mask, and then it kind looks like cleaned up. Okay. Here we go.
Fantastic. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well then, this is about all the time we have for today. The hour went just by like that.
Super quick.
It was great. Okay. So let's take a
okay, guys.
look at your patterns. Perhaps you can show the finished patterns one more time, a bit larger, so we can.
Yeah, this is a new color. This is the old pattern, and this is the pattern that we did together now.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope I inspired you guys to create your own projects and be crazy, experiment, and
I'm absolutely certain that you did, because they are saying thank you both, wonderful, thank you in the chat. So yes, if you enjoyed the stream and if you want to see more of Marta's work, make sure to click on the info tab above the chat and give her a follow. And if you really liked it, click that thumbs up button below the stream. Social media, yay! Thumbs up. Like us, follow us. No. So thank you so much, Marta. We will not be back actually next week on Monday, Friday, and Monday, Tuesday, Friday. We won't be back on Monday, Tuesday, Friday. This will be the time dedicated for Adobe Max. So make sure to go to max.adobe.com, sign up, and then you can watch all the sessions for free. Isn't that great?
It's pretty crazy. It's crazy.
But,
I've signed up already. Yeah.
Most of the sessions will be available as video on demand. However, some sessions, like the ones with the bigger guests, like of the famous people, let's call them the celebrities. No, some of them won't be available to watch after Max. So make sure to catch them live. And of course, make sure to catch Adobe Live on Wednesday and Thursday, because we will host Max Chats and I will host the first one. Yay! So be back on Wednesday, where I will let you know about my top favorite features in the new updates. So that will be super exciting. And Marta, I hope I can see you at some point back on Adobe Live. And if not on stream, then hopefully in the chat. We are live every day apart from next week. So, oh, yes, and we also have Discord. So, let's find the link. This is where the conversation continues. So if you want to do a Adobe Live keynote watch party on Tuesday, hop on over to Discord. There's also a voice chat. So if you want to chat and while watching the keynote, Adobe Live watch party. Wouldn't that be great? But for now, thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend and see you on Tuesday in the keynote. All right.
Okay.
Enjoy the weekend and bye, everybody. Bye, Marta.
Bye-bye. Bye, Tim. Thanks.